Pero yung Tita Bibot,
Mm.
you know, syempre, she had good things to say about Coco, diba?
Oh yeah, she loved him. She loved him so much. In fact, every time na magkakaroon ng pagkakataon sa in the musical, she would always get him as a lead actor. Because he's a triple threat. Diba? He can sing beautifully, he can act movingly, and he can move. He can dance. So, diba? Nung unang panahon, hindi pa uso yung mga triple threat, mga Fred Astaire lang yung mga ganun, diba? He was already one of them.
Oo. Anyway, you met him first time sa rep, nag-lollipops and roses na siya noon, syempre.
I'm not actually sure. Baka hindi pa. Teka, kailan ba lollipops na? 60s ba yun?
71.
Nag-lollipops na siya. Because Repertory was founded in 1969. And I started watching in 69 when I was 5 years old. So nag-lollipops and roses na siya. Pero talagang hindi mo makikita na may taning siya na na artista ko, sikat ako, walang ganun.
Oo.
Never with Coco. Never.
And he said he always owed his popularity to Nora.
Sobrang pait, di ba?
But you also work with a superstar.
Yes, I did. Actually, another moment na na-starstruck. Tatlong beses lang ako sa buhay ko na starstruck. Okay? Yung first kay Tita Cory sa Bahay ng Mga Laurel. Yung second kay Ate Guy, nanood siya ng play namin, Alitap-tap sa Gabing Mailap, which is a translation of One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest. So, Boyet De Leon was playing the lead role. And I was with Ricky Davao, was playing the nurse who gets abused. So, alam ni Brother Bo, na fan ako ni Ate Guy. So, nung day na manunod, syempre darating si Ate Guy, susuportahan niya. So, nung dumating yung araw na nanood si Ate Guy, andyan na si Ate Guy, talagang kabadong-kabado, tapos pumunta backstage. So, talagang pawis na pawis ako. Di ba, hulas na hulas ako, excited ako. Tapos, nung kinamayan ko siya, kinanong ko talaga, I'm so glad to meet you. Ganun, parang matatanggal na ata yung braso niya, nakakaya, kasi napakaliit ng tao.
Ilang taong ka nun?
20 something?
Oh, okay.
21?
Wow, fresh out of college.
Yes, but I was already starting to do plays when I was first year college. Tsaka I won my first award first year college ako. So, parang kaya nga minadali ko rin yung college ko. I finished it 3 years and 3 summers. Kasi nga, feeling ko kapag 'di ba, ano ba ang point na nag-aaral tayo? Para kumita ng pera, para gumanda buhay. Pero kumikita na ako ng pera. Although, syempre, hindi naman ganun kalaki yan. Pero kumikita na rin ako ng pera. So, sabi ko, pag hindi ko itong minadali, hindi ko ito matatapos. Kaya I started overloading. Some SEMs, I would have 36 units, 38 units. Hintay ko lang siya
So, ano
dumaan.
yung pangatlong starstruck moment mo yun?
Was Mablen.
That's recent.
Oo, that's recent. So, yun. Tanda-tanda ko talaga lahat sila. And all of them were worth it. Isa na lang ang buhay do. Yan.
Well, that's nice.
Pero kasi 'di ba, ibang-iba yung yung like with Tita Cory, parang isipin mo pupunta ka ng EDSA. Hindi natin alam kung mag-open fire ang army. Nung time na yun, walang may alam kung anong mangyayari, but everybody was so sick and tired of the Marcos administration that we risked our lives. And sino yung simbolo na rinirisk namin for? It was her. Tapos nandun siya sa harap ko, nakamayang ko siya. Siyempre, inintroduce sa akin ni Tita Biboy. Parang gusto ko nang mamatay. Sa kilig. Sa parang, totoo ba ito? Kaya ako susugod sa kalsada, tapos nasa harap ko. Ganon. Very few people, because ang pinagkakalat nun na news that she was in Davao. For security reasons din. Yan. Tapos syempre, nung nakilala ko rin si Ate Guy, parang, syempre, idol ko yun eh. Sa sobrang galing niya umarte, di ba? No training, but galing sa puso lahat, di ba? Yung Mata-Mata School of Acting, di ba? Sa kanya nagsimula yun. Tapos nakatrabaho ko rin siya, nagkaroon ng MMK special. Ako yung kontrabida niya, Mare.
Sinampal mo ba?
Sinampal, tinulak, minura, lahat na lang. Dinuro-duro, tapos syempre, after every take, ate, okay ka lang? Ate, syempre, sorry po, hindi, okay lang, iya. ganun, okay lang. Ate, upo kayo. Hindi, okay lang ako. Parang ko kay Laurel din eh. Parang isang pinanggalingan. They're both as humble and as talented as each other. Kaya sobra sigurong naging swak ang tandem nila.
But actually, their tandem, ended in the movies 1975. But Kokoy continually guested in other guys shows and
Mm-mm. Oo. Kasi nga, malaki yung following nila. Kasi ang gwapo-gwapo ni Kokoy, di ba? Tapos, medyo malapit lang sila ng height ni Atigay, di ba? Tapos, parang silang malambing.
Oo.
So, you can imagine the
Ang dami nilang
chemistry.
similarities.
Oo, parang silang malambing na tao. Open. So, you can imagine what you can make out of that, right?
Although, magkaiba ng background,
But still, di ba?
opposite attract.
Di ba? Pwede.
Oh. So, Miss Saigon with Kokoy. Kumusta
Oo.
naman? How long?
How long?
2 years, 3 years?
I was in Miss Saigon for, magkasunod lang kami umalis ni Kokoy. I left after 2.5 years. Siya ata after 3. I left, kasi I was in the chorus, no? In the ensemble. And then I covered Gigi for a while lang. Pero alam ko na hanggang dun lang ako doon. Kasi never naman ako magkikim. I'm
But
too
did you
old
live
for
with
Kim.
him? Or,
No, we lived in an area together.
Oh.
Si Michael Williams ang flatmate niya. Ako naman si Leon Roque ang flatmate ko. Kanya-kanya kaming flatmate noon. Tapos tuwing Sunday, yes! Kasi dati, Sunday ang off day namin. Unlike now, Monday ang walang theater show. So pag Sunday, para kami mga naka-day off. So mga naka-day off kami. So tuwing Sunday, magpapatla kami sa bahay ng isa. Nari sa bahay nila or sa bahay namin, ganon. Turn by turn. Kung walang ginagawa or hindi kami mag-out of town, ganon. Marami kami mga bonding moments. And then of course, Kokoy was also very busy kasi nag-understudy din siya ng engineer.
Oo.
Diba? And then before he left for Australia, pinagbigyan siya ni Cameron McIntosh. He gave him 2 shows na talagang kahit walang sakit, kasi normally pag understudy ka, hindi ka naman aakyat dun sa role until may sakit or absent. Pero pinagbigyan talaga siya ni Cameron McIntosh, and Cameron really adored him and loved him. Kaya nga siya yung ginawang engineer sa Australia. Diba? Imagine sa dami-dami ng indigenous, Asian actors, in-import na si Kokoy Laurel to go to Australia. That's something.
So, can you tell me about this moment na may nawawalang picture niyo with Queen Mother and Queen Elizabeth?
Ang alam ko, may picture kami ni Kokoy kasi the royals would come to watch. Because we were the hit show. Mind you, before we opened, we didn't know if we were gonna last 3 months or not. That was the whole thing. That's why the pressure was so high. And so when we succeeded, it was just unbelievable. And so we always knew when the royals were coming. Because syempre kami, maagang call time namin. So kung 8 o'clock yung show, syempre kahit 7:25 ang pinaka last call mo, syempre minsan 6 o'clock nandun ka na, magpe-prepare ka, or darating ka ng 5, kakain ka na ng dinner mo, di ba? Set mo yung place mo. So when you come early, actually the week before pa lang, nagpapadala na ng sniffer dogs yan. 1 week before.
Oh.
Okay, and then it happens again, I think a day before or the same day. And then they do a search of the whole theater. The backstage, the Of course, they are targets. Yun. So I think the photo is, if I'm not mistaken, with the Queen Mother or with Lady Di. I can't remember anymore.
Hindi ba yan na rin? So,
Because Lady Di also came to see the show. But I was kind of anti-royal at the time. So I stayed back, which was a big mistake. Pero somebody has that. Bobby Martino must also have the picture. Miriam, kung nasa iyo yung picture, please, pakibigay mo na kay Miss Annalyn. Para maano, alam kong merong digital photo po yan.
So, ayaw mo rin. I mean, you didn't keep a photo for yourself.
It was the official photographer who had it. So, only when they print it, I don't know how they got their copies. Baka binigyan sila. I'm not sure.
So, that's one. So, that's one of the highlights of your
Oh, well, not just royalty, mga sina Tom Selleck, all the stars. I remember seeing, sino yung director ng E.T.? Steven Spielberg. I
Spielberg.
remember seeing him at the backstage door. I remember, and then we would also have Filipino artists. Tita Cory came to see the show. Chris Aquino came to see the show. I mean, the who's who of the world. Local, international, you have it, came to see the show. It was amazing. And it's also amazing to work every night or 8 times a week and have a reign of 2,500 people applauding you. Iba yung feeling. Iba rin yung confidence na ibinibigay niya sa'yo. Validation.
Kokoy had to catch her because he had to help his father campaign. That's why he went not really.
I don't know. Kasi wala na ako nun. Wala na ako na. Nauna na akong malis. Oh. I left in end of 91. I think he left 92.
Why did you leave naman?
Because my time was over. I had been in the show for 2.5 years. As I said, parang nakikita ko na, I mean, I had trained for other things, you know, at saka dito bumibida na ako eh, di ba? So doon parang, and I don't mind playing ensemble because my training is with the ensemble talaga. Pero syempre you have to look for growth din, di ba? So parang feeling ko na ibigay ko na yung serbisyo ko. And then, you know, I was one of the first unofficial covers. So I had my role, and then when Monique Wilson started to cover for Lea Salonga, I had to take Monique's role. Then I had to also cover for the others. So yung track ko, yung track minsan kung ano yung gagawin mo per show, dumadami ng dumadami. Yung 9 costume changes, naging 12. Hanggat sa parang, puro ako na lang ha. Wala na ba iba? Ganon.
Napagod ka?
Hindi kasi, hindi naman.
Na-drain ka?
Hindi naman pagod or drain, but because parang, syempre they give the responsibility to who they can trust. Diba? And they know that I had been an actress in the Philippines for 4 years prior to that, professionally. They knew that I had trained at the Bristol Old Vic Theatre School. They knew that I had acting awards. So parang, bigyan na natin doon sa maaasahan. Parang ganun. Feeling ko, baka ganun. Yeah.
Star cast talaga kayo, Kokoy din.
Actually, you know,
Everyone.
not
Yeah,
just the
Monique.
Filipinos, but even the Caucasian counterparts, they were so, each of them could hold a concert by themselves and have a standing ovation the whole night. Ganon ka-talented yung mga tao. Talagang creme de la creme, ika nga.
Kayo, oo.
So, hindi lang kami ha, hindi lang yung mga Pilipino, pati yung mga counterparts namin, talagang nakakabilib na parang, and it also goes to show you na talagang thriving yung industry because ganong karaming magagaling ang naghahanap ng trabaho. Di ba?
Oo.